Good morning, children.
Good morning, teacher.
Let's start with dictation. Amandi not finish. Nadira not finish. Pasini not finish. Okay, let's mark. Right, you can lower your hands. Tashini, how many marks? Tashini, how many marks? 11. Very good. Nadira?
10 marks.
Nadira?
10 marks.
10. Okay. Dilmi?
11 marks.
Very good. Tunu?
11, teacher.
How many marks, Tunu?
11.
11. Okay, very good. Sadeep?
11. 11.
Salani? 10
10 marks, teacher.
Okay. Supuni?
10 marks, teacher.
Okay. Hesanga, I think you did not write dictation, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And Tashima, did you write dictation? Shakindi?
10 marks.
Okay. Amandi?
Marks, teacher.
Okay. Uren?
Nine, teacher.
Okay. Dulaksha?
11, teacher.
Very good. Pavisha 11, very good. Viduna 11, very good. Geet,
11 marks. Miss.
very good. Samadhi, Pasini, Chalana 11, very good. Bhuani,
11 marks, teacher.
very good. Sadeep, I did not hear your mark, Sadeep. Eleven, okay, very good. And right. Okay, last week I sent you some homework. I think all of you have done it. Future perfect tense, right? Future perfect tense. I send you some homework. Let's start from that. You can take a red pen and mark homework. Future perfect means අනාගතයේ යම් කාල සීමාවක් වන විට කරලා තියේවි. Right? කරලා තියේවි. It's about future tense. So take a red pen. Let's mark. I do O-level examination by 2024. Is it number 1? I do O-level.
Yes, teacher.
I will have done O-level examination by 2024. They will have Built, B-U-I-L-T. Built. They will have built the bridge by the end of this year. Number 3, mother will have prepared dinner by 7 p.m. I will have got up by 7 a.m. The man will have sold all the vegetables by the evening. Jayani will have typed the letter before noon. Noon means afternoon, 12 o'clock. Right? Noon means afternoon, 12 o'clock. Madhyannaya. Kavisha, this is not future perfect youth. These questions I sent to the WhatsApp group last week. ये सती क्लास की इवर වෙනකොට මම කිව්වා homework එකක් දාන්නම් කියලා group එකට. It's in the group. Who else did not receive the WhatsApp message? තව කාටද homework එක ආවේ නැත්තේ WhatsApp වල? हाँ? Shakindi, Nadun, Amandi. Don't you have the WhatsApp message?
මට හම්බුණා ටීචර්.
Amandi lower hand, okay?
මට හම්බුණා ටීචර්.
Right, let's go to question number 7. our teacher will have completed. Completed the syllabus before the exam. Number 8. We will have done some past papers before the exam. Farmers will have harvested paddy before the rainy season. Number 10. The students will have swept the classroom before the teacher comes. Before the teacher comes. Right? So here what you have to remember is the rule. How do you make future perfect sentence? Will, have, and the past participle. Also remember, it's for singular and plural same. Right? For singular will have, for plural will have. We do not take will has for singular. It is similar for singular and plural both. Right? Singular කියලා අපි will has කරන්නේ. Will, have, and the past participle. That's all you have to remember in future perfect tense. Next one, we have to mark the homework in the pupils book. Activity 6. Activity 6, pupils book. Dulaksha, can you read all the 5 sentences with answers? Page number 67.
By this time, I will have completed my report. It is already 6 o'clock. He will have not finished the work by 6:30. By the 7 o'clock, the kids will have fallen asleep. By the next year, my father will have got his promotion. My mother will have cleaned the kitchen soon after the lunch.
Dulaksha, did you read? I can't hear anything.
I will not the teacher. Teacher, what is page number? Teacher, I not the.
Dilmi, can you read?
By this time tomorrow, I will have completed my report. It is 6 o'clock. He will have not finished the work by 6:30. By 7 o'clock, the kids will have.
Yes, he can hear, but I can't hear, no. How about others? Did you hear what Dulaksha read? Okay, right. Maybe, yeah, thank you, children. Dilmi says she is reading, but also I can't hear anything. Wait a second. Children, wait. කියලා කියුණා ඊට පස්සේ ආයි නැවතුණා. Activity 6. Number 1. By this time tomorrow, I will have completed my report. It is 6 o'clock. he will not have finished. Will not have finished. By 7 o'clock, the kids will have fallen asleep. Will have fallen. Fallen means වැටිලා. 7 වෙනකොට ළමයි නින්දට වැටිලා තියේවි. Right? Will have fallen asleep. By next year, my father will have obtained. Obtain means ලබා ගන්නවා. Will have obtained his promotion. My mother will have cleaned. Will have cleaned.
Teacher.
The kitchen soon after lunch. Right? I think you all have correct answers for the activity.
Excuse me, teacher.
Right. Now let's go back to pupils book, page number 62. We have a learning point, page number 62.
Teacher, අපේ අර 4 වෙනි වාක්‍යයේ තියෙන teacher get කියලා.
Page number 62. Fourth one is incorrect. What is the fourth one? By next year, my father will have obtained his promotion. Okay, your answer is get. Okay, in my book, it is the answer was given obtain. Okay. Obtain නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ get. Okay, Dulaksha. Thank you. So we'll have got. Got is the participle. Thank you. Got his promotion. Okay, right, thank you. So let's go to the lesson today. Page number 62. Page number 62. Read aloud the highlighted words. These words are from the conversation. Remember, the children were drawing some pictures for the exhibition. So these words were taken from that conversation. What is the first one? Expressions. Expressions. National. Specialists. Finish. Fashion. Did you hear the sound? Shh. Read aloud the following words. You all can read the words. Dictation. Discussion. Decision. Correction. Commission. Crucial. Special. Essential. Washing. Right? So all of these words have the sh sound. Each of the words has the sound sh represented by different letter combinations. That is important. All of these words have the sh sound, but the letter combination, අකුරු දෙකක එකතු වෙන්නේ, combination means එකතුව, සංයෝගය. අකුරු දෙකක එකතුවෙන් combination එකෙන් තමයි sh sound එක දෙන්නේ. නමුත් මේ හැම වචනයකම sh sound එක දෙන්නේ sh වලින්ම නෙමෙයි. right? සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි sh sound එක දෙන්නේ sh වලින්. Tashini, T-A-S-H. Tashima, T-A-S-H. right? So api normally sh sound එක දෙන්නේ sh වලින්. But if you look at these words, it's not only the sh. Look at the first one, dictation. Number one, we know dictation, but there is no sh. First word එකේ dictation කියන වචනේ sh එකක් ඇත්තෙත් නැහැ. නමුත් එතන sound එක sh තියෙනවා. Next one, second one, discussion. There you can see s but no h. right? එතන s එකක් තිබුණාට h එකක් නැහැ. So from where does the sh sound come? sh sound එක එන්නේ කොතනින්ද? sh කියන එක නැතුව sh sound එක එන්නේ කොතනින්ද? right? So we know it's not only sh, but there are other letter combinations which give sh sound. sh වලින් විතරක් නෙමෙයි sh sound එක දෙන්නේ. තව combination සංයෝග තියනවා sh sound එක දෙන. Number one, very simple, dictation. T-I-O-N වලින් අපි දන්නවා ෂන් sound එක දෙනවා කියන එක. Station, right? T-I-O-N, S-T-A-T-I-O-N, bus station, police station, those are ෂන් words. right? ඒ විදිහට අපි දැනට සාමාන්‍ය වචන කීපයක් දන්නවා ෂ sound එක දෙන sh නැති. The second one, discussion. Discussion. මේකෙත් sh එකක් නැහැ. Then what is the letter combination? We get sh sound. sh sound එක දෙන letter combination එක මොකක්ද මෙතන? S-I-O-N, right? S-I-O-N. Third one, decision. S-I-O-N. Correction. T-I-O-N. Commission. S-I-O-N. Crucial. Crucial means tiranaatmaka, right? So sh sound එක දෙන්නේ කවුද? C-I-A. C-I-A-L, shall. Crucial. Special, C-I-A. Essential, T-I-A. Washing, S-H, right? Now let's go to activity 2. Read the following words aloud. Find the letter combination which produce the sh sound. This may mark එකෙන් පෙන්නන්නේ dictionary එකක sh sound එක. Follow the example. Fashion. You can see here sh is highlighted. sh sound එක දෙන්නේ එතන sh වලින්. Fashion. You all can read with me first, right? Let's read the words first. Fashion, education, pension, special, definition, division, brushing, crucial, passion, financial, shoulder, potential, mission, professional, international, partial, impression, musician, initial, possession, condition, establish, right? So each and every word has sh sound, but it's not only sh. sh වලින් විතරක් නෙමෙයි අපිට sh sound එක දෙන්නේ. There are other letter combinations. තව අකුරු සංයෝග තියෙනවා sh sound එක දෙන. Right? Let's go to the writing book and draw a chart. and fill. Take your writing book. This one, if I write bigger, it's like this. This is sh sound, right? This is sh sound. Let's write it in Sinhala also, sh. Right, there are five letter combinations. We have sh sound. Okay, so maybe you can draw this chart in the landscape side, right? This is landscape side. You can draw the chart in landscape side, or you can use double pages. Okay, you can use double pages or draw the chart in landscape side. Not the portrait side, okay? Not the portrait side. Use the landscape side. Or you can take double pages. We have 5 letter combinations. Let's take the easy one. Sh. T-I-O. T-I-O. S-I-O. C-I-A. T-I-A. Sh. You can draw the chart in double pages or use your book in the landscape side. Right? In a book, landscape side is this way, not this. This is landscape side. You can draw the chart like this. Landscape. Sh sound. These we call letter combinations. Akuru sangyoga. Sh sound එක දෙන letter combinations. Right, now you can fill the chart with all these words. Okay, you can fill the chart. I will do number 1 as example, fashion. F-A-S-H-I-O-N. F-A-S-H-I-O-N. So if you have a highlight pen, it is very easy. You write in blue pen, then highlight the sh sound. Sh combination එක. sh එන letter combination එක highlight කරන්න ඔයාලඟ highlight pen එකක් තියෙනවා නම්. If you don't have, then you can use color pencils. Color pencil එකෙන් මේ දෙක color කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. If not like this, you can take another color pen, blue and black, right? The second word is education. Education is here. E-D-U-C-A-T-I-O-N. Okay, like that you can fill the chart one by one. You can highlight the sh letter combination. sh එක එන්නේ කොතනින්ද කියන එක highlight කරන්න. Or if you have color pens, you can write in them. Pension. Pension. pension, special, special, definition, like this. Okay, please complete the chart. Raise hand if you are finished writing. When you filled the chart, raise hand. Definition DEFINITIO. So it is TIO. Yes.
teacher එකකට කීය ගානක්
Right, now I can see one by one is finishing the activity. So you can go to question C. We practiced all these words for dictation: description, commission, beautician, demolish, national, protection, revision, contribution, competition, washing. Washing, yeah. So question C also, the words you do not have to write separately. Venama liyanna epa question C එක. These 10 words also you can enter to the chart. Right, question C එකේ වචන 10ක් අපි ඔගොඩක් වචන dictation වලට කරලා තියෙනවා. ආට sure නැත්නම් ඒවා ඉතුරු කරන්න. There are 10 words. Enter them to the chart 2. ඒ 10ක් chart එකට enter කරන්න. Question C, right? Enter those 10 words to the chart 2. Right, so I did up to definition. Next one, division, kottashaya. TIO here. Division. Oh no. Here. Division, kottashaya. Brushing here. Brushing. Crucial. Tiranatmaka. Crucial. Tiranatmaka. Passion. Dadi Ashav. Passion. Music is my passion. Right? That means I love music. Music is my passion. Financial. Financial or financial. Moolyamaya. Moolyamaya. Shoulder. Shoulder. Potential. සංවර්ධනය කිරීමේ හැකියාව ඇති. Potential. Definition is not there. Definition must be here, right? DEFINITION. Definition is here. Okay. Now we are in mission. Mission. Mission මෙහෙය. Right? මෙහෙවර, මෙහෙය, මෙහෙයුම. Mission. Professional. වෘත්තිය. Profession, වෘත්තිය. Professional. NAL. Professional. International. International. Partial. Partial means bhagika. Ardha. Partial. Impression. Hangim. Impression. Musician. Musician. Initial. Mulika. Initial. Mulika. Arambaka. Initial. Possession. Aitiya. possession, aithiya. Condition, tattvaya. One more meaning, kondesiya. Condition. Tattvaya or kondesiya. Condition. Establish, pihituwanama. Establish, pihituwanama. Right, now we can go to the question C. Description, D-E-S-C-R-I-P-T-I-O. It's here. Description, vistaraya. Description. Commission, C-O-M-M-I-S-I-O-N. Here. Commission. Commission means komisam. Right. Commission, komisam. Demolish. D-E, or no, beautician. B-E-A-U-T-I-O-N. Beautician. T-I-O. It's here. B-E-A-U-T-I-O-N. Beautician. Demolish. Here. Demolish. Kada binda helanama. Demolish. National. N-A-T-I-O. N-A-L. National. Jatik. National. Protection. P-R-O-T-E-C-T-I-O-N. Okay, I will erase the top one. Protection. Protection. Revision. R-E-V-I. Revision. Punarikshan. Revision. Contribution. Udav. C-O-N-T-R-I-B-U. Here. B-U-T-I-O-N. Contribution means help. Udav. Sahayogaya. Contribution. Completion. Sampurna kirim. Competition. Number 9, competition. C-O-M-P-E-T-I. It's the second one. Competition. Competition. Washing. Here. W-A-S-H-I-N-G. Washing. Definition is not here. It's T-I-O. Sorry about that. Definition is here. T-I-O. Definition means arthaya, right? Meaning. It's here. T-I-O. So all these words you can read aloud and practice, right? Read aloud and practice. Potential, partial, initial, special, crucial, financial, musician, commission, possession, impression, professional, mission, revision, national, beautician, description, condition, competition, contribution, protection, washing, demolish, establish, shoulder, brushing, fashion. Right? See there are different letter combinations. They give sh sound. Right. Now let's go to next page, page number 64. This is a very long lesson. I think we have enough time. Page number 64. Page number 64. Study the dictionary page given and answer the question. Normally, right, we are so used to use. අපි ගොඩක්ම පුරුදු වෙලා ඉන්නේ use Malalasekara dictionary. Malalasekara dictionary is English to Sinhala. There are English words and the Sinhala meaning. Right, that is Malalasekara dictionary. But here, if you check on the Oxford dictionary, right, there are English words meaning in English. So how can we understand meaning of the English word in English? Right, they usually use a very simple language. I think you all have referred to Oxford dictionary. The meanings are given in simple English words. Also examples are there. Example sentences are there. So you can understand the meaning, right? So this dictionary page, the dictionary page in your pupils book. Also, they give us lot of meanings for one word. You see, when you practice dictation, normally we practice one or two Sinhala meaning. But there are lot of meanings and uses for one word, especially uses. එක වචනයක් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් අවස්ථා ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. Right? So that is why this dictionary page is given for you. See, the word is draw. අපි මෙතන meaning එක බලන්න යන වචනේ dictionary page එකේ වචනේ draw. D-R-A-W, draw. You can see it's number 1. Number 1 means the first main meaning. It's a verb. Draw. මම අහන්න ගියේ නෑ ළමයි chat වලට message කරා. Now in that chart lesson, you learn sh. Sh sound is like this. In a dictionary, you can see sh sound like this. But now you see in this dictionary page, there is DR, DR. It's a C like this. Right? So this is O sound. It's long O. In dictionary, this is O sound. Long O. And if you see only this, it's O. Short O. O. So this one we say draw. Right? This symbol is for long O. It's O. Draw. This is a symbol. Next one, in the second line, right? You put your finger and follow the lines. Drew. Drew. D-R-U dot. That is the sound. Drew. Next one, drown. Drown. Drawing. So in the second line, you have the past tense, past participle, and the present participle. Past participle like api dannawa. Present participle means ing. Right? Present participle. Number 1. To cause, to move by pulling. Pull adinawa. To cause, to move by pulling. Move ekak චලනයක් ඇති කරනවා by pulling ඇදලා චලනයක් ඇති කරනවා. Draw the curtains, right? So the normal meaning දැන් අපි draw කියපු ගමන් මොකක්ද මතක් වෙන්නේ? Draw a picture, draw a chart, draw අඳිනවා, right? That is the only meaning we know. Draw කියන්නේ අඳිනවා. But here you can see lot of meanings. Number 1, what is the meaning? To cause, to move by pulling. ඇදලා චලනයක් ඇති කරනවා. Draw the curtains, please. So you can tell to someone, ඔය ජනේලේ curtain එක අදින්න. Draw the curtains, please. Right? So there the meaning is not අඳිනවා. It's අදිනවා, pull. Draw the curtains, please. She drew a chair up to the table. She drew a chair. The පුටුවක් table එකට ඇදලා ගත්තා. It's past tense. So drew a chair. Number 2, to create a picture of by making lines on surface. That is the meaning we know. To create a picture by making lines on surface. යම් කිසි මතු පිටක lines නිර්මාණය කරලා lines ඇඳලා picture එකක් නිර්මාණය කරනවා. I drew a map on the chalkboard. I drew a map on the chalkboard. Third meaning, to bring or pull out. Pull out. එළියට ඇදලා ගන්නවා. එළියට ඇදලා ගන්නවා. To bring. ගේනවා එහෙම නැත්නම් pull. එළියට ඇදලා ගන්නවා. Draw your sword. Right? A warrior can say, a warrior, he has his sword on the hand. A warrior has his sword on the hand and he will command to you, draw your sword. Kadu ඇදලා ගන්න. We are going to fight now. Right? Like that. Draw your sword. What is the meaning? කොපුවෙන් ඇදලා ගන්නවා. Pull out. Pull out. එළියට ඇදලා ගන්නවා. Draw your sword. Next one. To move in a particular direction. To move in a particular direction. Particular direction means යම් කිසි නිශ්චිත දිශාවකට. Right? Move. චලනය වෙනවා, ගමන් කරනවා යම් කිසි නිශ්චිත දිශාවකට. මොකක් හරි එක පැත්තකට ඇදිලා යනවා. Example, he drew back in horror. He drew back. පස්සට ඇදිලා ගියා in horror. බයෙන් පස්සට ඇදිලා ගියා. He drew back in horror. Horror means daddy bear, right? He drew back in horror. එකම දිශාවකට ඇදිලා යනවා. Next one. To bend. Bend නමනවා. To bend a bow. දුන්නක් නමනවා. Bow means දුන්න, right? To bend a bow by pulling back the string. String, you know that the bow has a string. This one, draw back. Nula ඇදලා ගන්නවා, right? Draw back the string. This is the arrow. So this one, මේ නූල ඇදලා ගන්නවට කියනවා අපි bow එකක draw. To move, to bend by pulling back the string. දුන්න නමනවා නූල ඇදලා අරගෙන. Number 6. To move or go slowly or steadily. To move or go slowly or steadily. Himing rijua. Himing rijua. Venas novi. Right? Yanamata kiyano. So example, spring is drawing near. Here the meaning spring is vasanta kale. Vasanta kale langa enama. Eka himing sare namut aniwaremma enama. Right? So we can say spring is drawing near. Vasanta kale langata enama. Spring is drawing near. Next one, attract. The fair drew a crowd. So we can say attract, draw. Draw kiyana vachane athule tiyanwa attract kiyana meaning එක. What is the meaning attract? ආකර්ෂණය කරගන්නවා. Right? Attract. Example, the fair drew a crowd. The fair drew a crowd. Fair can be polar, salpila, right? Fair. The fair drew a crowd. Me polar senaga ඇදලා ගත්තා. ආකර්ෂණය කරගත්තා. Right? So that is the meaning. Drew. ඇදලා ගත්තා. Attract කරගත්තා. ආකර්ෂණය කරගත්තා. He didn't want to draw attention to himself. See, it's a negative sentence. He didn't want. එයාට ඕන උනේ නැහැ. To draw attention. To draw attention. අවධානය ඇද ගැනීමට to himself. Right? So attraction එක. අවධානය ඇද ගැනීමටත් අපි draw කියලා කියනවා. Next one, to get a response. To get a response. ප්‍රතිචාරයක් ගන්න. The speech drew cheers. The speech drew cheers. කතාව අනිත් අයගේ අත්පොලසන් අවධානය ඇදගත්තා. Right? The speech drew cheers. Number 9, to bring or get from a source. Source එකක් කියන්නේ මූලාශ්‍රය. යම් කිසි මූලාශ්‍රයකින් දෙයක් ගන්නවා. Right? Example, draw blood. Blood means lay, රුධිරය. So when you insert a needle and lay ගන්නවට අපි කියනවා draw blood. The nurse drew blood. Or the nurse is drawing blood. මේ කියන්නේ අඳිනවද? දැන් අපි දන්නේ අඳිනවා කියන එක විතරනේ. No. lay ගන්නවට යම් කිසි මූලාශ්‍රයකින් යමක් ගන්නවට කියනවා draw blood. Next one. And also the draw water. Water, there is a well. Well is the source. ලිඳ තමයි මූලාශ්‍රය. ඒතර ලිඳෙන් වතුර ඇදලා ගන්නවටත් අපි කියනවා draw water. Right? වතුර ඇදලා ගන්නවා. Draw water. Here example, draw blood. lay ඇදලා ගන්නවා. Draw blood or draw water. Number 10, inhale. Inhale means ආශ්වාසය. Right? ඇතුළට ඇද ගැනීම. Inhale. Draw a deep breath. ලොකු හුස්මක් ඇදලා ගන්නවා. Draw. Draw a deep breath. Deep ගැඹුරු. ගැඹුරු හුස්මක් ඇදලා ගන්නවා. Next one. To let air flow through. To let air වාතයට ඉඩ දෙනවා. Flow through. හමා යන්න. Flow හමනවා. Right? හමනවා. The fireplace is drawing well. The fireplace is drawing well. What is the meaning? Fireplace means uduna. නැත්නම් අපි අර දැකලා තියෙන සීත පැතිවල මිනිහක් වගේ උදුනක් තියෙන living room එක රස්නේ කරන්න, right? We call it the fireplace. ගිනි උදුන is drawing well. හොඳට හුලං ඇදලා ගන්නවා, right? The fireplace is drawing well. Next one, withdraw. Withdraw means ආපසු ගන්නවා. You can withdraw money. මුදල් ආපසු ගන්න පුළුවන්. You can withdraw a proposal. පා කරපු යෝජනාවක් නැහැ පා කියලා ආපසු ගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Withdraw. Draw money from the bank. Yeah, I draw money from the bank. මේ කියන්නේ චිත්‍ර අඳිනවද? No. බැංකුවෙන් සල්ලි ගන්නවා. Right? Draw money from the bank. To take or get at random. Random means අහඹු ලෙස. අපි හරියටම plan කරන්නේ නැතුව අහඹු ලෙස ගන්නවට කියනවා draw. We draw names from a hat. You know the lucky draw hat එකකට නම් දාලා මේකෙන් ජයග්‍රාහකෙක් අහඹු ලෙස randomly ගන්නවා, right? So you can say we drew names from a hat. අපි තොප්පියකින් නම් ඇදලා ගත්තා. Next one, to think of. After considering information, to think of හිතනවා after considering information. තොරතුරු සලකා බැලීමෙන් පසුව යමක් හිතා බලනවා. තොරතුරු සලකා බැලීමෙන් පසුව යමක් සිතා බලනවා. To think of after considering information. Draw a conclusion. We drew a conclusion. අපි තීරණයකට ආවා. Right? අපි තීරණයකට පැමිණියා. Draw a conclusion. Conclusion means නිගමනය. Next one, to write out in proper form. Proper form. නිවැරදි ආකාරයෙන් ලියලා යනවා. The lawyer drew up her will. The lawyer drew up her will. WILL means කැමැත්ත. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අන්තිම කැමැති පත්‍රය. Right? So the lawyer drew up her will. එයාගේ කැමැති පත්‍රය ලිව්වා. Next one, draw on. These are phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs, right? Preposition එකක් එක්ක එකතු වුණාට පස්සේ different meaning එකක් දෙනවා. So first we add on. Draw on. To make use of something. To make use of something. යමක් ප්‍රයෝජනවත් විදියට හදා ගන්නවා. The story draws on old legends. The story draws on old legends. මේ story එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ පැරණි පුරාවෘත වලින්. පරණ දේවල් එකතු කරලා තමයි හදලා තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. Make use of something. Next one, to come closer. Come closer. කිට්ටුවට එනවා. ළඟට එනවා කියන එකට අපි කියනවා draw on. Night draws on. රාත්‍රිය උදා වෙනවා, right? Night draws on. Next one is draw out. To make last longer. Last longer. ගොඩාක් කාලයක් පවතින විදියට හදනවා. Last means පවතිනවා. Okay? Last means පවතිනවා. Last longer. බොහෝ කාලයක් රැඳී තියෙන විදියට හදනවා. Questions drew out the meeting. Questions drew out the meeting. ප්‍රශ්න නිසා meeting එක ඇදිලා ගියා. Right? Different people, the members are asking lot of questions. So the meeting draw longer. Right? The draws out. Next one, to cause to talk freely. To cause හේතු වෙනවා. Talk freely. නිදහසේ කතා කරන්න හේතු වෙනවා. අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කරන්න නිදහසේ. Draw out. Her friendliness drew out the new student. Her friendliness drew out the new student. අපි හිතමු a friendly teacher. එයාගේ friendliness එක නිසා අර අලුත් student එයාගේ තියෙන දේවල් ගැන වැඩිපුර කතා කරනවා. Right? Drew out. Next one, draw up. To bring or come to a stop. Bring or come to a stop. අවසානයකට එනවා එහෙම නැත්නම් අවසානයක් ගේනවා. The car drew up to the door. The car drew up to the door. කාර් එක ඇවිල්ලා දොර ගාවින් නැවතුණා. දොර ළඟට ඇදී ආවා. Right? The car drew up to the door. Next one, to straighten up. Straighten means ඍජු කරනවා, කෙලින් කරනවා. Right? Straighten up. He drew himself up to his full height. He drew himself. එයාව ඇදලා ගත්තා. එයාගේ බොඩි එක ඇද්දා to his full height. සම්පූර්ණ උසට. Maybe he was bending like this before. ඊට කලින් එයා නැමිලා ඉන්නේ නැත්තේ. So he drew up himself to his full height. සම්පූර්ණ උසට පේන විදියට drew. එයා ඇදලා ගත්තා එංග. Right. So all those are meanings about verb. Draw as a verb. Then we have the noun. Draw කියන එකම noun එකක් විදියටත් වැඩ කරනවා. Second meaning. The act or the result of pulling out. ඇදලා ගැනීමේ ක්‍රියාව හෝ එහි ප්‍රතිඵලය. The outlaw was quick on the draw. The outlaw was quick on the draw. I think it's DRAW. DROW, no. Right, I think it's DRAW. The outlaw was quick on the draw. Outlaw means polisiයට හසු නොවූ සොරෙක්, නීතියට හසු නොවූ සිරකරුවෙක්, right? නීතියට හසු නොවූ සිරකරුවෙක්. The outlaw was quick on the draw. එයා ඉක්මනට හසු වුණා කියන meaning එක. Number 2, a tie game or contest. A tie game or contest, you know the contests, taranga, especially the lucky draws, dinumedime taranga, right? Contest. Next one, something or someone. We are in the last one. Something, draw as a noun. Something or someone that attracts people. Something or someone, yam deyak ho yam kenek, that attracts people. The roller coaster is the park's main draw. Park ke pradhana akarshane tamai roller coaster ek. You know the roller coaster, roller coaster. It's very high, and there is a train goes here. The people are here. It's open one, usually 2 or 3, right? So this one go up and down here, and they are high in the air, right? It's a roller coaster. So the roller coaster is the park's main draw. Park ke pradhana akarshane vidiyata apita roller coaster එක ගන්න පුළුවන්, right? Now let's go to the activity, the questions. Number 1, how many word classes are represented by the word draw? How many? So you have to write the number. How many word classes? Write 3 meanings of the verb draw. As a verb එකක් විදිහට draw කියන එකේ meanings 3. You don't have to write the example sentences. Just write the meanings. Okay? Just write the meanings. Examples, no. Number 3, read the following sentences. Write the meaning of the underlined words referring to the dictionary page. I draw pictures for fun. දැන් අපි meanings ගොඩක් කතා කළා. තොප්පියකින් මොනවා හරි ඇදලා ගන්නවා, යම් කිසි මූලාශ්‍රයකින් ඇදලා ගන්නවා, ආකර්ෂණය කර ගන්නවා, proposal එකක් ආපහු ගන්නවා, right? There are lot of meanings of draw. So මේ number 1 එකේ draw කියන එකේ meaning එක. You have to write the English meaning. She just wanted to draw the attention of the crowd. What is the meaning of that sentence? English meaning. He was drawing water from the well. What is the meaning? එතනදී අපි කියන්නේ ආකර්ෂණය කරගන්නවා කියන එක නෙමෙයි. Right? Like that you have to write the meaning. When you are doing question number 3, you write the sentence, underline draw, then write the meaning. Okay, you write the sentence, underline draw, then you write the meaning in English. Write 2 sentences using the word draw as a verb and a noun. This one you cannot take any examples. You have to create your own sentences. 2, 1 as a verb, 1 as a noun. Right? From the word draw. Draw කියන වචනේ verb එක විදියට අරගෙන ඔයා one sentence හදන්න noun එකක් විදියට අරගෙන one sentence හදන්න. You cannot copyright the examples. You have to make your own sentences, only two. One for noun, one for verb. Okay, let's go to the writing book, activity 3. Write the question and answer. Question number 2. Check again. Question number 2. Write 3 meanings of the verb draw. Draw කියන වචනේ verb එකක් විදියට meanings 3ක් ලියන්න. Here you don't have to write any examples. Okay? Remember that. Just the meaning. තේරුම් 3ක් විතරයි. And question number 3. Draw. I draw pictures for the fun. A sentence එකේ draw කියන එකට මොන meaning එකද අදාළ වෙන්නේ? See here there are lot of actually 15 meanings for the word draw. Draw කියන එක අපි අවස්ථා 15කට use කරලා තියෙනවා. There are 15 meanings. So number 1, what is the meaning? කොයි අවස්ථාවද මේක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ, right? Again you don't have to write the example. You write the meaning. තේරුම විතරක් ලියන්න. If you have any questions, you can ask me.